Om Shanti. Welcome to midday meditation, our time to step away from the busyness of the workday and bring our awareness within to a deeper place, a place that's peaceful and quiet, and a place where we can connect with our own good qualities. And the more that we connect with our qualities, remember our qualities, explore them, the more available they are to us in life. And it's the virtues of the soul, which are kind of the all purpose tools that can help us when we're in difficult situations. Often there isn't anything that's going to help us right away from the material world. We might have a software program, a problem, or the computer crashes, or somebody doesn't deliver what they're supposed to deliver, or the wrong thing gets delivered. Lots of things can go wrong. And so the virtues help us stay stable, stay positive, and look for solutions, look for other ways to do things. So, in our long list of virtues, today we have landed on the virtue of innocence. Now, in a court of law, innocence means it's considered that you did not commit a crime, at least not the crime that you were tried for. You haven't committed that crime. There was not enough evidence. And so you can go free, even if you've been in jail for a long time. If you go in front of the judge and the judge says not guilty, that means you are considered innocent and you can go free. So, as a virtue, innocence means that we do not hang on to our mistakes of the past. Maybe we never committed a crime, but we've made quite a few mistakes in our lifetime. And so the tendency is to hang on to my mistakes and feel bad about the mistakes, or feel that I have to justify having made these mistakes, or perhaps wanting someone to forgive me for making mistakes. In many different ways, we hang on to our mistakes and we feel guilty. And that guilt becomes a burden. So, innocence means I do not hang on to my own mistakes. And then once I've let go of my mistakes, I don't hang on to anybody else's mistakes either. I want to be free. I want everybody to have a clean slate at every moment. So, yes, we've made mistakes. We know our own mistakes. We know other people's mistakes, but we don't hang on to them. We let go of them so that we can be in the moment. And in the moment, we can be innovative and resourceful, and we can create whatever we want to create. But if I'm hanging on to my mistakes of the past, it's draining my energy. I can't put my energy into being creative and resourceful. So we let go so that in the moment I can create some kind of good future. And so this quality of innocence comes from the awareness that the soul, when the soul first entered a body and came into this planet Earth and came into life, the soul was absolutely innocent. The soul had no mistakes, nothing like that. The soul was free and full of energy when we first came. And so that original state of purity is the source of our innocence. Yes, we have made mistakes, but to a certain extent, we hang on to that original purity because there are many times that we don't make mistakes. We do the right thing. We follow our conscience. And this is our purity, the original purity, which stays with us eternally, even when we forget about it. It's there in a dormant stage. So, this original purity of the soul is the source of our innocence. We came pure. We're striving to keep that purity intact. We don't do it 100% of the time, but the important thing to hang on to is not the mistakes, but the original state of purity. I came into this world a pure soul. Let me visualize this purity. This is what we do when we meditate. And let me focus on this because this will give me the power to not repeat my mistakes, the power to change. So purity then becomes a power. And we realize then that as I'm not hanging on to my mistakes, I'm not going to hang on to anybody else's. It's too much of a burden for me to hang on to everyone's mistakes. I'm not going to do it. And we have the realization that everybody's doing the best that they can given their circumstances. Sometimes we don't have the power, sometimes we don't have the focus to do the right thing, sometimes we don't have the motivation, sometimes we're being controlled by our own negative feelings. So many things can happen, but still every soul has that original state of purity, and every soul is striving to do the right thing, even when we consistently make the same mistake over and over. We know what's right. So that's one aspect of innocence. And the other aspect of innocence, the way that the soul practices the virtue of innocence, is that we do not count, we do not keep a tally of what you did for me and what I did for you and how many times you helped me and how many times I helped you. We don't keep count. That's also innocent. We give generously when we can. We accept graciously when people help us, but we're not comparing. We're not keeping a score sheet. This is also a way that we as souls experience innocence. I'm free and everybody else is completely free. And then in my innocence, I give generously and I'm not losing anything. So this is what we'll practice together today. To begin with, take a few deep, easy breaths. Watch the air enter and leave the lungs. Notice how easy and light the breath is. There's no tendency to hang on to air or to judge the air. This is good enough. This is not good enough. The innocence of the breath is that the lungs take the air in and then the lungs give back whatever the body doesn't need. Simple process. Air coming in and air going out. As you inhale, fill your being with peace. And then exhale, lightness. Bring your awareness now to the seat of the soul behind the third eye point, the invisible soul, the conscious being. I am the peaceful soul living in this body. If I let go of the past, if I practice innocence in this way, then I can be peaceful. If I hang on to a lot of things that happened in the past, I'll never be peaceful. So I let go. It's all over. It has no bearing on the present moment. There's no need to hang on to anything that I have done, and no need to hang on to anything that anyone else has done. The soul loves freedom. Let go of anything of the past. Be in the present moment. This is such a wonderful moment to create some good feeling inside of myself. Maybe you had a busy morning, a lot on your mind, a lot of doing. And so let's create the feeling of peace. Bring your awareness deeply within and let that energy of peace flow. And fill the whole being with peace. Fill the body with relaxation. Peace. I'm not hanging on to anything. I'm filling myself with my own positive energy. And there's plenty of space for peace because I've let go of all of the clutter. Maybe you had a difficult morning. You had to work on difficult projects. There were a lot of unknowns, a lot of requirements. You had to work really hard trying to get things right. And so let go of everything for the moment. It will all come back if you need to pick up your projects later. They will all come back. But for the moment, let go and invoke the energy of joy. Fill yourself with the energy of joy. The energy of joy wants to be shared. It can't be contained. And so let that energy of joy flow through you and out into the world. Pure joy. Nothing I'm hanging on to. Maybe you had a morning in which you have to make difficult decisions. And that's a little stressful because we wonder then about the future. What will happen if this is the decision? What will happen if this is the decision? And we put all of our awareness into this hypothetical future. And so let go for the moment of any thoughts about the future. Be in the present moment, powerful, resourceful, and then invoke within yourself the energy of love. Whatever I do, whatever decision I make, may it come from a place of love. And may I spread love. Let go of everything except the love, and let the energy of love flow freely. See yourself as completely free. You're not hanging on to anything. And so you're very light, peaceful, enthusiastic. And when we're in this state of freedom, we can easily fly to our home of light and visualize ourselves being in the home of souls and in the presence of the most innocent being, the being who has never made a mistake, never done anything wrong, not hanging on to anything of the past, not keeping count. This being who's completely free all the time and therefore radiating loving, peaceful, joyful energy. That's what the soul does when the soul is free. Let yourself absorb that light and be filled with that positive energy. The soul is full of positive energy, then the old things that we let go of don't have a space to come back again. But if the soul is empty, the things that we let go of will come back. So fill all the space of the soul with God's light, the purest energy. Be full of light. Nothing that I have let go of can find a space to come back again. I'm keeping myself free. I'm accumulating positive energy. I'm focusing on the moment. What can I create for myself in this moment? Now bring your awareness back into the present and note that you are completely free. You're not hanging on to anything of the past. You are aware of your original state of innocence, and that original innocence is still strong inside of you. You honor and give regard to that quality of innocence inside of yourself. And so you're not going to hang on to anyone's mistakes. And you're not going to count who gave whom what, because the soul wants to be free. Om Shanti. Now, your blessing, innocence. You have rekindled your childlike wonder, allowing yourself to let go of cynicism. You fill your heart with innocence and cherish life's simple pleasures. This journey of renewal is enabling you to see the world with fresh, joy-filled eyes. Thank you for joining. And for anyone who is local in Chicago, this Sunday we have our International Day of Yoga program from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we hope that you can all join us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shanti.